If you felt that tingle in your jingles, it could have been because of KTM's brand new teaser showing what looks like a lightweight, capable dual sport unicorn. Or you might just need to see a doctor. Whichever way you cut it, it's very interesting news, so let's get into the details. The first thing to confirm here is that this is a legitimate teaser trailer straight off KTM's official YouTube channels. I think that what we're looking at here is the 390 Enduro, or at least a smaller version of the 690 Enduro. But we have to start by debunking the other possibilities. The first one I want to debunk that this is just another EXC model because it looks like an EXC. And I would rule that out for a few reasons. KTM have already released their 2023 EXC lineup. It makes no sense to release this separately if it is a EXC, because having this brand new model that has never existed in the EXC lineup for 2023 would get a whole lot more eyeballs, not only on that individual bike, but the whole EXC lines. The second thing that seems to suggest that this isn't an EXC are those soft panniers in the teaser video. When have you ever seen KTM market their EXC range as anything other than enduro bikes? They just don't do it. KTM have been setting our expectations for a long time that the 490 Adventure is not only a ground up new motorcycle, but it's also a parallel twin. And in this video, if you freeze the frame, you can see that's a single exhaust pipe, which would suggest a single cylinder motorcycle. On top of that, if you listen to the audio, you can hear that that is unmistakably a thumper motor ripping through the dirt. The other thing that gives me pause about this being a 490, at least if it was a twin, is the profile of the bike. It's a very skinny motorcycle, doesn't look like it's wide enough to be a parallel twin. Of course, KTM could do a complete 180 and do the 490 as a single cylinder and surprise us all, but I don't think that's what's happening here. The other thing that makes me think that this isn't a 490 is that the 490 would have to be a ground up, completely new motorcycle. And with the economy in the toilet and supply chains strained to their limit, it is very hard to design a completely new motorcycle. So that leads me to my idea that this is a smaller version of the 690 Enduro. I think that this is the 390 Adventure platform turned into an enduro bike. It's cheaper to take an existing platform and far less R&D involved. We've also seen spy shots from KTM developing something off the 390 platform. We've seen 3D renderings of this bike leaked from a shareholder meeting from KTM themselves. The other thing that makes me think that this is a 390 Enduro R is the fact that there's a super motard in this footage. And what did we see in the KTM leak of the shareholder meeting on the 390 range? We saw not only the Adventure, but we saw the renderings for an Enduro R and, you guessed it, a super motard. So I think KTM is just following suit with what they've planned all along. The still shots from that video that I've taken show that this is a single pipe coming out of the motor. That is corroborated by the fact that if you listen to the audio, that is unmistakably a thumper ripping through the dirt in the videos. It's also the aesthetics of the bike. If you look at it, it looks very skinny, and I don't think you'd get that skinny of a profile out of a twin cylinder bike. So I really believe that what we're looking at is the KTM 390 Enduro. This bike needs to be light for me really to get excited about it. If it can undercut the 690 Enduro, I'll be really impressed and very happy. The second point is that if they did use that 390 motor, which I believe they have, they really need to focus on retuning it, because if you've ridden one like I have, those bikes have absolutely no bottom end, and make it as dirt capable as possible. The rest I don't think we have to worry about. The bike has spoke wheels. It looks like a 2118 setup. The suspension looks like it's pretty decent and handling everything that rider can throw at it. And all the other stuff I'm not too worried about. KTM know how to make a dirt capable motorcycles. KTM, just don't put demo mode on the thing, please. And let's face it, if KTM get the basic ingredients here right, the aftermarket will come and put the cherry on top. So I'd love to know your thoughts. What bike do you think this is? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Put your thoughts down below. And if that wasn't enough for you adventure and dual sport addicts, check out my latest episode of Adventure News, and I'll see you real soon.